Los Angeles. The name conjures images of Hollywood, sun-soaked beaches, and dreams of fame. But beneath the glamour, a different reality unfolds. Beyond the palm trees and movie sets, thousands struggle without a home. Tents line sidewalks, families sleep in cars, and shelters overflow. This is the hidden Los Angeles, a city of survival, not stardom. The crisis isn't isolated, it stretches from the valley to Venice Beach. Homelessness is now part of the city's daily landscape, raising tough questions about priorities and identity. How can so much wealth exist alongside so much suffering? The contrast is stark: luxury restaurants beside people searching for food in trash cans. Los Angeles is a city of extremes, wealth and poverty, hope and hardship. To understand homelessness here, we must confront this paradox. The city's myth of opportunity is real for some, but for many, it remains out of reach. Who gets to chase the dream, and who is left behind? In downtown Los Angeles, Skid Row stands as a city within a city. 50 blocks crowded with tents, makeshift shelters, and a unique community forged by necessity. Here, daily life is a battle for food, water, and safety. Public restrooms are rare, clean water is precious, and every possession must be guarded. The environment is harsh, disease spreads quickly, and violence is a constant threat. Vulnerable groups like women and the elderly face even greater risks. Yet amidst hardship, people form bonds, sharing food, information, and protection. Small acts of kindness reveal resilience and humanity. Skid Row is more than statistics. It's a place where people celebrate small victories and mourn losses together. Street vendors and artists create a micro-economy and bring color to the gray streets. Despite immense suffering, there's strength and solidarity. The people here are not invisible. They are survivors with stories, hopes, and dreams. Skid Row is a testament to the human spirit in the toughest conditions. It's a reminder that homelessness is about people, not just numbers. The root of LA's homelessness crisis is the soaring cost of housing. Rents have outpaced wages for years, making even modest apartments unaffordable for many. The city hasn't built enough affordable homes, and new construction often caters only to the wealthy. Landlords are reluctant to rent to those with low incomes or imperfect credit. Mental health and addiction issues compound the crisis, with many lacking access to care. For some, a single setback, a job loss, medical emergency, or family crisis can trigger homelessness. Many live paycheck to paycheck, one misfortune away from losing everything. Homelessness here is not just about housing, it's a fragile web of economics, health, and chance. The system often pushes people out instead of helping them up. Anyone can fall through the cracks. Los Angeles is a city of extremes, mansions in Beverly Hills, crowded apartments in South LA. The wealthy live in gated luxury while just miles away, families struggle to pay rent. Homeless encampments sit in the shadows of million-dollar homes and downtown skyscrapers. The city's richest and poorest share the same streets but inhabit different worlds. The economic divide is visible everywhere. Luxury cars pass by tents and check-cashing stores. Rising costs push more people into poverty while prosperity remains out of reach for many. The wealthy can ignore the crisis, the poor live it daily. This growing gap strains the city's social fabric. Los Angeles is not one city, but two, separated by wealth, opportunity, and hope. The divide grows wider every year. For LA's homeless, every day is a test of endurance. Safety comes first, protecting yourself and your few belongings. Finding a bathroom is a daily struggle. Public restrooms are scarce, and dignity is hard to maintain. The search for food dictates the rhythm of the day. Long walks, long lines, and little certainty. Survival is a full-time job, leaving little energy for anything else. Essential tasks, showers, laundry, applying for benefits, require navigating crowded, limited services. Getting across the sprawling city without money or transportation is a challenge in itself. As night falls, the focus shifts to finding a safe place to sleep. Shelters fill up, and the streets are risky. Sleep is light, interrupted by anxiety and noise. There is no real rest, only a cycle of stress and survival. Each day is physically and emotionally exhausting. The grind wears people down, making escape from homelessness even harder. This is the reality for thousands in Los Angeles. Los Angeles has poured resources into tackling homelessness, building shelters, funding outreach, and supporting nonprofits. Programs like A Bridge Home offer temporary beds and services, while outreach teams connect people to healthcare and housing. Nonprofits run soup kitchens, mobile showers, and drop-in centers, filling gaps the government can't. Grassroots groups distribute essentials directly to encampments, but the system is fragmented. A meal from one group, a shower from another, case management from a third. Navigating this patchwork is overwhelming, especially for those already in crisis. Services are often uncoordinated, with long waits for everything from shelter beds to housing. Despite billions spent, progress is slow. For every person housed, more fall into homelessness. High costs, neighborhood opposition, and sheer scale overwhelm the system. Dedicated workers do their best, but the challenge is immense. Behind every statistic is a person with a story. Robert, once a cellist, lost his home to medical debt. Now he plays on Skid Row to hold on to hope. Maria, a single mother, lived in her van with her children after losing her job. Her focus was keeping them safe and hopeful. Jessica, just 19, aged out of foster care and found herself homeless on her 18th birthday. Her dreams of college are on hold as she fights to survive. These stories aren't about failure. They're about resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. Homelessness is not a character flaw. It's a crisis that can happen to anyone. When we see someone on the street, we see a person, not a problem. Listening to their stories replaces judgment with compassion. Real solutions start with understanding. Every person deserves dignity and a chance to rebuild. Building affordable housing in LA is slow, expensive, and faces fierce neighborhood opposition. NIMBYism. Critics say the city relies too much on temporary shelters instead of permanent solutions. Encampment sweeps are controversial. Some demand tougher enforcement, while advocates call them cruel and ineffective. The system is complex and bureaucratic, with endless paperwork and agencies that don't communicate. For many, the process is so frustrating they give up. Real progress requires a simpler, more compassionate approach. Real change means tackling root causes, starting with a massive increase in affordable permanent housing. Faster, cheaper construction and stronger rent protections are essential. Homelessness is a public health crisis. Expand mental health and addiction services, and make care easy to access. Integrate healthcare with housing to help people stay off the streets. Economic opportunity matters. Job training and partnerships with businesses can restore stability and dignity. This is about investing in people, not just buildings. Solving homelessness requires compassion, political will, and a shared commitment. It's not someone else's problem, it's ours. The road is long, but the alternative, accepting suffering on our streets, is unacceptable. With sustained effort and empathy, a better future for Los Angeles is possible.